States opened the floodgates to many of our subliminal minds. And many things can do that, but he hit the nail right on the head. I have the opportunity this morning to give you a glimpse into the future. For 13 years, Badger Detachment has sponsored and helped to conduct contests at Brookfield Academy. Paul Bielk and I attempted to do this in the 5 counties of Milwaukee, and we got very little cooperation. Brookfield Academy is the only one that's really working with us. Mr. Holman, the teacher, graduate of the Citadel, has, for most of those 13 years, this into his curriculum. This year, he had over 70 youngsters, 70 students, they are not youngsters, they are students, who participated and wrote essay contests. Lieutenant Colonel Banda sent out 2 recent returnees from Iraq, Corporal Hammond and Sergeant Marua, and they gave the current picture to add in Iraq, to add to the research that the students have done. Mr. Holman evaluated 70 of the, or more of those essays. He turned over 8 to our committee. We used a former professor, a former school teacher and principal, a lady accountant, forget what they call them, first in the class in high school. Okay, most of you were that, and so we had a who evaluated these. In the 13 years, there's only one student where everyone that evaluated those essays picked the same person as having the best one. And this morning, we have Mr. and Mrs. Spordoni sitting in the front room here, who brought their daughter, Mahalia, who wrote that essay. And today, she is going to read this essay, and she'll give you a look into the quality of people that we have.
They tell me it's for candy. What do they know about the war veterans waving solemnly at the crowd, except that the veterans' young companions will soon be tossing out Tootsie Rolls? Some of my siblings are just old enough to understand that this is the day we celebrate America becoming an independent country, but they still don't understand what that truly means. They don't understand that we are remembering the thousands of people who lived, believed, and died to make America the first of its kind, a country of independence, equality, and second chances. We remember so my little brothers and sisters can grow up thinking that this wonderful privilege is a standard. And even when my siblings grasp the numbers of soldiers fighting, they still can't grasp the depth of the career. To them, it's just another job: dentist, doctor, fireman, and soldier. But the soldiers go through years of preparation and training to keep America the way it is, to keep paying the price for freedom. They enter the service perfectly prepared to die for what they believe in, and ready to protect their country from people who want to change it for the worse. The way a big brother protects it requires total dedication. A perfect example of this dedication is my own grandfather. He was a pilot in Her Majesty's Air Force many years ago in Bangladesh, which was then part of British India. He absolutely loved being a pilot and was completely dedicated to his country. When his superiors grounded him because of an arm injury, he was devastated. Years later, he still lamented having to leave a position so perfect for him, one that combined his love of flying with his undying need and devotion to serve his country, no matter the cost. He was eager and willing to pay the price of freedom for his fellow countrymen. What exactly is the price these men and women knows very well what an impact it makes to be away from family. Sometimes he is away for months or years at a time. When he comes home, his kids have changed, and his relationship with them has changed as well. Sometimes he is less patient because he is so used to the disciplined Marines. From his training and experience in Iraq, he is a bit jumpier. Once, when his kids and their friends set off a firecracker for fun, Sergeant Morrow dove for cover thinking it was a bomb. Sergeant Morrow has paid the price of freedom with his changed home life. While he is on the job, he knows what his service is worth and the difference he is making. He has seen the kids in Iraq living in fear and danger, and in contrast, he has seen the kids in America, who can walk around freely, confidently, and do not have to worry about military attack. Sergeant Morrow knows that he is keeping America from becoming like some of the other countries in the world. He and the other soldiers who are aware of what their service means can fight with strength, determination, and passion. They will make the right decision under pressure or in battle. They continually pay the price, buying precious rights and freedom with their work. The ancient Romans had a word for this kind of soldier. They said the soldier had pietas, a principle of life that put family and country above all else. It is a personification of patriotism and piety. Aware of the very high honor it would bring, many soldiers joined the Roman army, hoping to make a great sacrifice for their country. Pietas is often a lost idea today. With the modern vision of war, blood and battle, violence and guns, only a soldier can understand. Each soldier who has pietas is fighting for something in particular, whether for family, for country, or for glory. Once there is a reason to fight, a prize to work towards, nothing else matters. The burning sun, the heavy path, the unknown territory, all are trivial when the soldier with pietas is fighting. Soldiers who have pietas know the price of freedom and can fight with their heads held high. They believe in something other than the uniform and the gun. They realize what their sacrifice means for ordinary civilians back home, for all the wonderful things they have, and for the freedom to do the things they like to do. Because freedom, although often taken for granted, is never without a price. And for the families of the men and women who give their lives to pay the price, freedom is bittersweet indeed.
The three winners will receive $100 saving bonds and a certificate signed by Tim and Connie. So congratulations and thank you very, very much.